What's up guys, my name is Adam and this is Broke Man Finance. In this video, we're going to take a look at some companies and some stocks that are profiting off of space. Now these could be great additions to your portfolio to diversify it a little bit, some industry disruptors, some future profit makers. Now some of these companies you may not have even heard of yet, and there are certainly some other companies that have branches that are dabbling and exposing their business to the space sector, no question. But these are the companies that I believe will still be profitable over the next decade and are going to be industry leaders. Now the most obvious, most talked about, and most recognizable one out there is no other than Virgin Galactic, ticker symbol SPCE. It has been all over the YouTubes making headlines, but they are not the only space company out there. So we're not going to spend a lot of time talking about them, and they're actually not even on the list. We've made multiple videos about them in the past, so feel free to go check those out. And while you're at it, there's some really useful links in the description below, so make sure you check those out. And while you're at it, I really hope you consider subscribing. This is the thing. As companies like Virgin Galactic that I just mentioned, as they mature, because the space industry right now, as far as commercialization, we're really in its infancy. So as these companies mature, they're going to create more and more opportunities for other endeavors, all right? And whenever opportunities like those are created, it's going to create opportunities for us investors to make more money. First up is Northrup Gruman Corporation, ticker symbol NOC. Northrop Grumman has been around for a while, and they're probably most known for their defense contracts and applications. They are also into cybersecurity, aeronautics, and space. They recently posted a profit. However, they expect to see some defense contracts cut with a new President Biden budget. The CEO, Kathy Warden, believes that part of their company could see some flatline numbers in the future. But they are up nearly 20% in their space branch and expect to see that portion continue to grow as space exploration becomes more commercialized. I could see an even bigger focus shift from defense to space over the next few years. They currently have a market cap of over $50 billion. They are trading a little north of 300 with a dividend of nearly 1.91%. They ended their fourth quarter on a good note, and Kathy Warden has mentioned that Northrop Grumman is planning to buy back $3 billion worth of its stock. I could certainly see their revenue drop off with these defense cuts and could subsequently cause that share price to drop some too. I don't think it'll be enough to sit around and wait on a dip, but I certainly think this is a solid long-term play, especially if you believe in some of the other sectors of the company. Next up is Lockheed Martin, ticker symbol LMT. Lockheed expanded their space arm by agreeing recently to buy Aerojet Rocketdyne, another great company I was going to mention, but they're going to be under Lockheed Martin sometime this year. They've agreed to buy Aerojet Rocketdyne for $4.4 billion. The transaction is supposed to take place in the second half of this year. Aerojet is a world-class developer and manufacturer of advanced propulsion and energetics systems for customers including the U.S. Department of Defense, NASA, and other agencies and companies, both in the United States and abroad. Their markets include space, where they provide a full range of power systems, launch vehicles, satellites, and other space vehicles, missiles, defense systems, all kinds of stuff. This acquisition automatically puts Lockheed in a much more competitive space, no pun intended, than where they are at right now, especially if they see that defense side starting to slip. They're already making a good move, in my opinion, towards the future. Currently, Lockheed is trading at around $342 and some change. They have a market cap of nearly $100 million with a dividend yield of a little more than 3%, giving more than a $10.40 dividend annually. Some believe they are still undervalued. Lockheed has a fair value now of $100 more than their current share price. Expect Lockheed to continue to expose themselves more to the space sector as it becomes more commercialized and in demand. If you're looking for something a little spacey, but with a little less risk, then look no further than a couple ETFs. The first one I want to mention is Procure ETF Trust 2 Procure Space. That's a mouthful. Ticker symbol UFO. No, that's not a joke. That's actually the ticker. It is a space-related exchange-traded fund launched back in April 2019. The fund includes holdings in space stocks like Boeing, Maxar, Iridium Communications, Intelsat, and Airbus, with others. Right now they are trading for $31.56 with a dividend slightly above 1%. The other space ETF that a lot of people are talking about and very excited about is none other than Kathy Woods. ARK Investment Management is looking to start the ARK Space Exploration ETF. Ticker symbol right now is supposed to be ARKX, according to the filings with the Securities and Exchange Commissions back in January. The ETF will focus on stocks that are leading, enabling, or benefiting from technologically enabled products and or services that occur beyond the surface of the earth, according to the filing. The final portfolio could contain 40 to 55 names, but the filing didn't specify which space stocks would be in the ETF. But Richard Branson's space tourism company, the one I mentioned at the beginning, Virgin Galactic, is likely to be a candidate. If it's anything like Kathy's other ETFs, expect it to be stupid successful. And that's really one that I would consider investing in myself because, well, you know what, space, I will be the first to admit, is out of my wheelhouse. So whenever I find things that are completely out of my wheelhouse, I try to be as risk adverse that I can. And I find that some ETFs, they're a perfect fit, just like another one that I'm bullish on, and that's ARKG. Another industry that I believe is going to be a big deal in the future, genomics. And well, I don't know that field that well, but I'm smart enough to know it's going to be a big part of our future. So I invested in Kathy's ETF in that field. So I'm probably going to do the same thing with space unless you know that field pretty damn well. Is there a space stock out there that you're digging right now? Let me know in the comment section below. I would love to hear about some that I've never heard of before that have an enormous amount of potential. But with that being said, I hope all your stocks stay green. I hope you stay safe, and I hope everyone out there takes care.